Well. Welcome in, everybody. Happy friggin' Saturday. Turn the music down. This is an EDC live stream. There's kids in this neighborhood. Can you guys hear me? I had to turn on I realized I started the live and I did not have my microphone software on. Amateur hour. Gosh. Guys, welcome in. Happy friggin' Saturday from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea. It's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So you know what that means. It means we're live, baby. If you would be so kind, Spartan, kick the like button. Do it for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Guys, we're just going to hop right into it. It's been a week for me. I've been busy. Lots of stuff going on. A lot of stuff outside my scope of control. I've been working on stuff. What did I carry today? Oh, man, I carried a few knives because I went out and I did photos at the park, which is basically just code and keyword for I made a lot of locals nervous. Who is this strange man, with American flags on his hat, photographing and fondling the knives? The people of Boise are probably concerned. Should they be? Everyone else is out there taking pictures of animals. They have their photo ops out there. Prom pictures get taken out there at the park. And there I am, knife in hand. I was like, don't worry. It's a buck knife. Buck is from Idaho. It's fine. Is it more acceptable if it's a local brand? I don't know. I went out and did knife photography today. It's one of those things that gets me out of the house. It's therapeutic. What did I carry today? Carried a lot of knives. Carried all the knives that I photographed, including this one. This is the brand new Buck 791, also known as the Buck Range Elite. These are being released on the 26th in 3 days. 3 days time, I will be releasing my video on this, and this will be releasing at all the major retailers: Smoky Mountain Knife Works, Blade HQ, DLT. Shoot, Buck is big time, grandpappy big time. So they're everywhere. My regular carry today started off as this guy. This is an awesome knife. This is the Spyderco Para 3 in the Rips Garage Tech contoured diamond pattern milled scales. It's a featherweight. It's also got the same diamond pattern on their pocket clip. It's a cool knife. I often think to myself, if Spyderco made a premium version of the Para 3, it probably looks something like this. That's just kind of my thought process. It's what I like about this knife so much. I carried other knives as well. Halfway through the day, I had a pocket clip from Applied Weapons Tech show up. It's their new titanium pocket clip, and I ordered it to go on my lightweight in 15V. And what's interesting about this? I was just mentioning it in the Only Spartans Discord. What's interesting is that this specific version of the clip is meant for the Para 3. However, because these Barclay CNC scales are for the Para 3 lightweight, and they had to put in the 3-hole pattern like their own, they put it all the way to the top, which for one I actually do like, but specifically for this clip, check that out. There's a little bit of overhang there. Now, I've been rocking this since it came in earlier today, and I gotta say, it's grown on me. Is there overhang? Yes. Not as much as on the MXG deep carry clip. Gosh, love the Para 3 lightweight with these Barclay scales. Let me know what you think about the Applied Weapons Tech titanium clip. This ain't aluminum. It's the same design as their aluminum clips, but in titanium. They finally did something that wasn't made of aluminum. Shocking. I know. you guys might be saying, but they probably also do, you know, G10. Look, I don't do a whole lot of upgrades to aluminum because oftentimes it's a G10 knife, and I don't feel like G10 to aluminum is an upgrade. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you guys out there like that, but I finally had a reason to order something from Applied Weapons Tech, and they did a good job. Really like this clip. What was in your pocket? Let me know in the chat. If you're in the Only Spartans Discord, get over there. Get over there. Take a photo. Doesn't have to be the most amazing thing ever. Don't be intimidated. It's okay if you're not a professional photographer. I don't know who started that rumor that you had to be, but you don't. Just get over there to the Only Spartans Discord. In the meantime, we're going to say hi to the good people in the chat. What up, Marco, Red Black, Doc Duck, Bluetooth Blades, R&R Steve. We do random air horns here. He says, suggestions for a dagger for display under $200. For display, I mean, if it's not going to be in use, I would say dagger. Something from Cold Steel. Something from Cold Steel will do you well. And you know what? They have some less expensive knives. They have some more expensive knives. They've got a great range of the larger knives. Shoot, you could get like an Espada XL. It's not really a dagger, but it's... I would look at Cold Steel. Look at Cold Steel. Another good option could be, especially for display, North Mountain Blade. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I didn't just think about this. Listen, North Mountain Blade, love these guys. I do have a discount code for them. It is only a discount code. I don't get any affiliate commissions if you use it. In fact, I'm not even sure if they remember that I still have it. But it works, as far as I can tell, on their entire website. RSB10 gets you 10% off no matter what. And fixed blades, like, I don't know if you're looking for a traditional style dagger or if you would be okay with something like check this out. Like, that's cool, man. That is actually traditional Japanese made Sanmai SLD magic, which is cool because it's actually made by Japanese craftsmen. The blades are made by Japanese craftsmen using craftsmen. I don't know why I was saying. Never mind. Anyways, the blade looks fantastic. Absolutely love their Sanmai work. It's incredible. It is incredible. It looks mean too. Now, I know that's not a dagger, but I was just thinking to myself, if I was going to buy something I wanted to put on display in my room or in my office or in my studio here, we'll call it a studio. I would be hard pressed not to pick up one of these guys and then know that if there was a zombie apocalypse, you could actually take it off the display and use it. Like, these are cool, man. There's just a certain cool factor to it. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, check out Cold Steel. Let's go. Top Dog in the house. What's up, Top Dog? He says we're gonna have some fun in about an Why do you do me like that, Top Dog? Why you do me like that? In about an hour? Come on, man. Go. Good to see you. Thanks for being a channel mod. My channel mods love giving me a hard time. All right. Did I already say hi to Henry G? What's up, Henry G? Let's go. Kodiak Edge. What's up, man? He says, howdy, y'all. 2K giveaway for my 3K subscribers September 1st. See you all there. There you go. If you guys want to get in on a giveaway, go check out Kodiak Edge Bladesmithing. How about that? What up, Ground Fog? Good to see you, man. Let's go. I know I'm missing someone, and there he is. Ian Coates. Oh, it's too early in the live stream for that, man. What's up, Ian? Good to see you. Welcome into Jim Miller. Jim Miller, another channel mod in the house. Hold on, guys. The chat jumped on me. Probably because I monologued for way too long. That happens sometimes. Hold on. I'm scrolling all the way back up. Jeez, I missed a lot. I might have to just skip to the bottom here in a second. Ed B, what's up, Ed? Welcome into Stonewall. Welcome into Robert Jones. What's up, man? Robin Dallin, what's up? All right. Greg McCutcheon, good to see you. Welcome into David V. C. Kobe in the house. We got Gonzo. Rainy, what's good, Rainy? Ian Coates says, anyone buy an ambush must not have been a lot of people since they're still in stock. So I'll be honest, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the Crescent Edge Ambush, which was the release from the company that did like the crazy blades, like the Eternal. Supposedly really high quality, supposedly. That said, I didn't even know that it was a thing until about 20 minutes before the live stream. I kid you not. And for those who don't have an inkling about what we're talking about here, we'll just head on over here. I was just checking this out. I was just checking it out. So this is the Ambush, and they got some good looking ones in here. I love a good clip point buoy. I do. This one looks pretty dang cool. Let's see if we can get a full size photo in there. There we go. There we go. It kind of reminds me, I'm not going to lie, it kind of reminds me of every other clip point buoy. It's not a bad thing, okay? I love a good traditional style clip point blade. Love the, like for example, same kind of profile as the Vosteed Vombat. There we go. The Vosteed Vombat. Or the Pyrite Buoy. Or the Vosteed Buoy Raccoon Buoy. Yeah, it's a classical style blade shape. It's been around for a while. They've got a cool little thumb stud right there, which honestly, I'm kind of wondering why there's no like milling on it. But they have the Crescent pivot right there, which is kind of cool. Looks like you can get it in titanium. You can get it in titanium and carbon fiber, which is cool. They got a lot of different options. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form, by the way. These are not cheap per se. They're $365. I think Riot makes them. That's crazy. That is cool, though. It is cool. Fuller deployment hole and stud with a front flipper. So you got a good combination. Glass breaker on the end. That's bold. And that's bold because while I get, yes, it does serve a purpose, I know what's going to happen. People are going to reach their hand in their pocket to grab their knife, and they're going to stab the palm of their hand. It's the same reason why Microtech has started to go away with like the really loud glass breakers that they used to be known for. So that's a bold choice. We'll see if it works out for them. They've got some really bougie ones too. Like this one is an all titanium. That looks cool. I like with the two-tone. But then they start getting really bougie. This is where I'm not entirely sure if I agree. So what is that? Is that Zircotai or Timascus and then Damasteel? And then Crystal Titanium. Okay. I get that all of that adds up. That is a $900 knife. Now, good knives can be made anywhere in the world. Anywhere. And I get it. Like you check the boxes. Crystal tie. People love that. What is that? Is that Zircotai or Timascus? I always get them confused. Checks the box. Damasteel, check. Thumb stud, with the Zircotai, check. Looks like matching material backspacer, check. I mean, shoot, even the glass breaker at the end, the palm stabber, check. $900 for a knife that is most definitely made in China is a whole lot. I mean, I get it. The Poi Kilo knives have their own mid-tech and they charge up there too, but I'm not sure. I mean, like it is out of stock. So here I am talking crap and it's out of stock. They probably only had like one or two of those. I still think that's a stretch, man. That's a stretch. They've got another one kind of similar for about $800. I'm guessing they only did like a couple, like one or two of these more expensive ones. Otherwise, they're $375, which, welcome to 2025. There it is, guys. It's a cool looking knife. And they are in stock and they are available. So if you want one, go get one. Now you know. If you didn't know, now you know. All right, cool. Moving on, Lone Star Cowboy, welcome in, man. He says, carry of the day is the Cold Steel Frenzy and original civivi button actuated compression Elementum. What? An original civivi button actuated. Civivi has a button actuated compression lock. Where have I been? What's up, Steve? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. All right. B Devious in the house. Ed B, did I say hi to Ed B? What's up, Ed? Good to see you, man. All right. Is this thing on? I won't tap the microphone. That would be mean. Ian says, so there I was, knife in my hand. All right. What's up, Skull? Welcome in. Ian says, oh God, this guy is a buck shill now. I like what I like, guys. And I'm excited. I'm excited about this because of what this represents for a company as old and as storied as Buck Knives. And something that I don't think a lot of people truly understand is just how much, like, if you are a fan of EDC pocket knives, you actually owe a lot of thanks to Buck and what they've done. Don't mind the tape on here. I sliced through boxes, okay? Okay? Yeah, it's not perfect. It's fine. I'll get it off later. My point is that if you're a fan of EDC, you probably owe Buck a little bit of thanks because they are one of the foundational companies that really started getting quality knives out there to the public. They got really popular. The Buck 110 is the best-selling knife of all time, period, end of story. Your grandpappy probably had a Buck knife. Your father probably had a Buck knife. Yes, Case Knives are in there too, and there are other notable companies. But when a company like Buck, who is historically slow moving when it comes to updating their things, updating their models, coming out with new stuff, coming out with current designs that fit the current desires of the knife EDC community, it's a big deal. And I, for one, am excited to talk about that. Like, if you would ask me, over 3 years ago, if I thought that Buck Knives would ask me to help them with the release, I probably would have said you're friggin' nuts. But here I am, and I have the opportunity to carry this and check it out and give my 2 cents on it. And you know what? Like, I'll give you guys a little bit of a spoiler alert. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I rather like it a lot, but I will let you be the deciding factor, Ian, on whether or not I have sold my soul to the gentleman in Post Falls. Oh, man. All right. So, did I say hi to Bluetooth Blades? What's up, man? Good to see you. I'm just going to jump to the bottom of the chat. I'm going to miss some people, but I just want to catch up with the chat, so bear with me. Before I do, what's up? Hey, man, good to see you. Eagle Scout EDC in the house. What's up, man? All right, Carlos. right as I say I'm going to jump, I start seeing more people. Welcome into Warrior Guild. All right, guys, we're going to do the jump. I'm going to miss people. I'm sorry. All right. Welcome into Fire Breathing Hamster, Grateful Dong. Okay, guys. So that's the skinny. The theme. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I'm missing some stuff. When I jumped, I definitely missed some stuff. David V, channel member for 9 months. Thanks for riding with the channel for 9 months, Dave. Crazy Roach in the house. What's up, Crazy Roach? He's been a channel member for 18 months. Crazy, man. Thank you so much. And by the way, shout out to C. Kobe for the $10 super. He says, I want a LG Elementum frame lock in S90V and crystal tie. Wow. The LG Elementum frame lock in S90V and crystal tie. I feel like I've missed everything. I'm going to look this up real quick. Civivi LG Elementum crystal tie. Is this actually a model or is this like on a wish list somewhere? LG Elementum. I'm looking for it. You know what? I might have better luck if I just type in Civivi Elementum crystal tie. You can't see it. I'm searching on the other screen. I'm not seeing it. It might just be a wish list thing. Might just be this thing. Or I might just be bad at searching Google. Who knows? Thank you for the $10 super, C. Kobe. Thank you. All right. Marcus says, make the jump. I'm trying. What's up, R&R Steve? He says, I got a 112 when I was a little kid because I loved the Dukes of Hazzard. There you go, man. My dad carried a buck 110. Everyone's dad probably carried a buck 110. You might be someone's dad to this day carrying a buck 110. I've got one on my desk. I've been carrying this one a decent amount as well lately. Buck knives are everywhere. Everywhere. TC Blades, what's up, man? He says, yeah. The little people aren't the little people. You're not little people. I don't know what you're talking about. Welcome into Paul Mills. What's up? Ian says, I have an S35 Elementum and that's all I need. I mean, it could be a true one and done knife if all you have knives for is particularly just for the utility. An Elementum would do that. So I don't disagree. It could be the only one. Dave V says, I don't think that exists. I can't find it. It's a wish list item. That makes sense. Okay. Jay Course, get in. What's up, Jay? Good to see you. All right. Robert Jones apparently also had a buck because of Dukes of Hazzard. There you go. I'm telling you guys, like, even if you don't like buck knives, they deserve a lot of credit for helping popularize everyday carry as we know it. They really do. All right. So, in the world of knives, something very interesting happened. A little bit of news. Microtech, and this is something that I thought was kind of funny. For those who have been staying up on this thing, Microtech is releasing a new version of their latest generation of ultratech, this time with no ZBP. Saw this on Instagram. No ZBP, and they did this video like they're so proud of it, like they were innovators. They're like, we listened to you, and you guys told us that you didn't really care about ZBP. And so we're having a less expensive version made of this knife without the ZBP. And I wasn't the only one that saw that was like, contingency? Because if you didn't know, Hawk Knives is suing Microtech for the patent on their zero blade play mechanism, which is, according to people who have compared the two directly, very similar to Hawk Knives' patent on their deadlock. Something that made the deadlock extremely popular. You take out that mechanism out of the Hawk deadlock and nobody's paying $3,000 for it. Like, let's be honest for a second. Like, that's like the highlight of that knife. And so, of course, they're going to be protective over that patent design. Meanwhile, Microtech is posting this video talking about how, oh, we're listening to consumers and the consumers said that they didn't really care. Baloney. Friggin' baloney. They can claim that all they want. But if you are into OTF knives, chances are you use the amount of blade play as an indicator of quality of tolerances. That's been the whole thing, is like, well, how good's the blade play? Oh, it's got really tight tolerances. Okay, yeah, well, it must be really well made. And now Microtech is acting like all of a sudden people didn't actually want it to begin with. They'd rather save, what was it, like 50, 60, 70 bucks? I'm not buying it. I feel like Microtech is using it as a contingency plan so that they already have a model in place if Hawk Knives wins that lawsuit, which I don't know if they will or they won't. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not here to decide those things. But if that does happen, and many people think that it will, they will already have their replacement for their ZBP Ultratech, which is the same knife, just, you know, with wiggle and jiggle. Do you guys see that? Do you guys been staying up on that? Let me know what your thoughts are in the chat. Lee says, my father had a buck knife he used when he went hunting. Always told me this knife here, top of the line. Yeah, Buck did a really good job of getting they came out with the folding hunting knife, right? The Buck 110 was the folding hunting knife. And then they marketed it in Bass Pro Shops. And in like Cabela's magazine. I gotta say, this knife here, the stock edge on this Buck 110 is one of the best factory edges of any knife that I've experienced. The hollow grind mixed with a stupidly thin edge bevel. And by the way, they strop and they cut test with these edges. Like, these are hand sharpened. They are sharpened by hand. And the people that do this, like, I can shave the tiniest slivers of skin off my thumb just by touching the edge. It's a freaking lightsaber. It's a lightsaber that's a dinosaur, I know. But it, like, when it comes down to making quality knives, don't even get me started on the Boss Heat Treat. Just don't. Rainey says, watched a lot of people not like them and then test them against the old Ultratech, and the old one was more reliable. Really? On the ZBP? Didn't know that. Wiggle and jiggle. All right. Ian says, no zero blade play equals more blade play. Who thought? Who'd have thunk? Right? B. Devious says, Gavin Hawk sued Microtech. Gavin Hawk did sue Microtech. There's a lot of drama there. And honestly, like, I don't have a dog in this fight either way. I think that Hawk Knives overpriced their knives to an egregious extent. They're really cool, but they are stupidly overpriced. Like, even amongst American-made knives, I think that they're really overpriced. Specifically, the Deadlock. The Deadlock is really, really, really leaning on its popularity and demand to sell knives at $3,000 that they could probably sell for a third of that price, still make a good profit. I'm just whining about price. It is what it is. And meanwhile, Microtech is always at the heart of some lawsuit. They're getting sued. They're suing others. Tony Marfione is treating the knife community like one big soap opera. And I like Microtech knives. I absolutely love my Microtech Stitch. I have a Microtech Ultratech back from COVID, from 2020. I bought it in 2020. It was the Spartan dagger style blade, which I thought was really cool. So I like Microtech knives. I like Hawk knives. I don't have a dog in that fight. I'm just a spectator. I'm wondering if anyone else is just a spectator. All right, Kodiak Edge, thanks for dropping by. Have a good rest of your night. David V says, I saw that Microtech news. I actually don't care about blade play in my OTFs. Fair assumption, or fair take rather. I mean, that is definitely your opinion. For me, I don't buy that, like, people in general don't care about play in their OTFs, because it's been used as a standard for judging the quality of fit and finish and build in OTFs. It is like a deciding factor for a lot of people. Well, I like this OTF because it has less blade play. Like, just go watch any video on an OTF made before this year over the last 4 or 5 years, and the video will mention blade play, and the people in the comment section will be talking about blade play. So people, like, I respect that you might not care, but I don't buy it that the general public en masse was like, we don't care. Like, that was the whole thing. That was the whole thing. It's the whole reason why deadlocks go for $3,000. And why Gavin Hawk does not want to let patent infringement happen. I'm just entertained by it all. Ian says, I want a Microtech, but people tell me, no, Ian, get a Guardian Tactical or a Livewire, Ian. Sorry, I read it in that voice because that's the voice that Sounded off in my head. Livewire is a great knife, by the way. Love the Livewire. I don't have any experience with Guardian Tactical. I kind of want to get a ZBP because knowing Microtech's history, like go back to the Microtech Matrix, right? Remember when Microtech and Kershaw got into it over the Matrix, and then Kershaw sued Microtech, and then Microtech could no longer make the Matrix. Like they had to change it. It was like a subframe lock patent infringement or something. All I'm saying is this kind of reminds me of then. It wouldn't be a bad idea to stock up on at least one ZBP. I might get one just so that I can, because I'm not spending $3,000 on a deadlock. Skull says, I have a Microtech Troodon. Got it because of the John Wick 2 movie. Microtech has capitalized on that series for sure. Top Dog says, 75 people in the chat, only 42 likes. We could do better. Guys, Spartan kicked the like button. I should probably drink some more water. Every night that I go live, I always fill up my coffee mug with water because I talk a lot. Yeah. Ian says that was the correct voice. Good job, Roll. Oh man. I'm glad. I got the tone. Correct. That's what I was going for. BDB says Hawk OTFs are badass. I just don't like the dagger style blades. He's actually made a few not double-edged. Interesting. Yeah, there's no knock on I have no knocks on the Hawk knives designs at all. I do think that the price specifically for the deadlock is ridiculous. $3,000 for an OTF that's not a custom, like that is a production knife. It just like $3,000. We should be talking about a semi-custom or at least a mid-tech. $3,000 for a production knife just kills me. Top Dog says you should fill your mug with beer. I'm working on it actually. Random non-knife related thing. Recently I realized that I have, for the last 3+ years, I threw away all my other hobbies to pursue the channel. It was a commitment and a dedication to see if I could make it happen. And lately I've kind of been missing having something extra that was just a hobby, that didn't have any goals to it or anything, just a hobby, right? Like everyone needs that one little outlet. And yes, knives and EDC are still my hobby, but anyways, I got some birthday money, right? And something I've been wanting to do for a while was get into brewing my own beer. Always wanted to do it. Big issue is that we always have space constraints. Did it the last place we lived. Moving here, I can't fit a full brewery, even a home brewery, in my garage, right? For those of you who have brewed your own beer, you know you need like certain levels of temp control. You have to be able to refrigerate stuff at certain points. I don't know what to do with my hands. There's a company called Pinter, and they make a device. It's like this little mini keg. It brews like 10 pints at a time. And it's really cool because it gets rid of all of this equipment. And you know what? I'll just show you guys. Here I am just explaining. I can do a screen share. I'll show you guys. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I'm a customer. I'll be very clear about that. Not affiliated with them at all. I'm a customer. It's this system right here. So you see this? It's not just a keg that you tap that dispenses it. Like it does that. But you put in like the yeast and the water from your tap, and you put in like the extracts, and then you let it ferment. And then like after it brews for like a week or something like that, you unscrew a part and the yeast cake falls out, and then you put the rest in the fridge and it carbonates, and you do all of that in just that one thing. All of this is to say that fresh beer is on the way. It's really cool. It's really freaking cool. It does all the carbonation and everything. It has like a pressure valve lock. I've always wanted to do this. This is fun. It's really cool. It's really cool. So yeah, when you say I should fill my mug with beer, it probably won't be terribly long before that happens. Yeah, Jim says, I don't care about any automatic. I like them all, man. I like automatics. I like two-handed opening knives. I like non-locking knives. I know. I've got a wide range of tastes. All right. Grateful Dong says, if Roll's hands were tied together, he couldn't talk. Are you saying I have the accordion hands? It's awful. It's so awful. Hey, welcome into Brown Sugar. Good to see you. Ed B says, I used to do 5 gallons at a time, but haven't brewed in a while. Yeah, it's a lot, man. There's a lot that goes into it. Ian says, since I got into Margs, I haven't had a beer or bourbon in ages. Not even a bourbon? Man, I love a good bourbon. Dolomite says, Rolls, just get a still, brother. I knew someone was going to say that. I don't have the space. I don't have the equipment. I don't have the space to do that. But I have the space to do this, and that's fun, and I'm excited for that. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and see what everyone else has been carrying today. And 3, 2, 1, boom. This is the Only Spartans Discord. If you want to know how is everyone sharing photos of their pocket check, this is how. They go on the Only Spartans Discord, and then they share it there. How do you get there? You have to be a channel member. You can be any level of channel member. Channel memberships start at 99 cents. Once you're in the Discord, you're in. You can stay as long as you like. Even if your channel membership expires, you could stay there. Just be respectful. Invite link is on a members only post on my YouTube channel posts section. People always ask. That's how you get there. If you didn't know, now you know. Let's go ahead and see what was in everyone's pockets today. Starting with Vivelsky. Ooh. That is a sweet shot. On one hand, he's got the Machine Wise Mojave, one of my favorite knives, period. And then he's got a Spyderco, I almost said Para 3. It's a Native 5 in CPM 15V with the Rips Garage Tech scales. That was the build I wanted to do, but I wanted to go with the Pyro Grip scales. Good shots, too. Look at that. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, that looks great. I dig it, man. I'm here for it. This is what I started my day with. Already showed you guys. Started my day with... Wait, where did I put it? Doesn't matter. I have Spydercos everywhere. Started my day with this guy. Yeah. Let's go. Bluetooth Blades. He's got a Spyderco Shaman full zirconium build. That is expensive. That's a full Metin Boss zirconium build. Like, people don't understand how expensive it is to do that. That is a very expensive knife. All right. I'm going to try not to let the chat get too far away from me. I tend to over-focus on these daily carries. David V says, Rolls is going to become Breaking Bad of beer in his neighborhood. I live in there is a church not far down the street from where I live. I'm surrounded by fully religious folks. I'm pretty sure the sheriff lives a few doors down. I'm only brewing for myself, for my personal enjoyment. Bradford Mitchell, what's up, man? He says, just wait till you make that one batch of beer that over carbonates and you let it sit too long and you hear a loud pop that sounds like a gunshot. Well, so the thing about this system, you know what, like, I'm not affiliated with these guys at all. I promise you, I'm just a customer. They have a pressure valve built in, so it can't over carbonate because that's how it works. Like when it carbonates to a certain point, when a certain amount of pressure, like it releases the excess. So nothing's going to explode, in this system. You brew it, you carbonate in it, and you serve from it. And that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I'm excited to try it. Gizmalian, he's got the North Mountain Blades. Everyone's calling it the Chinese Strider, but it's a Dwayne Dwyer BB&M. They call this the Shadow version, I want to say. The Shadow BB&M. It looks like a Strider. It's not a Strider. For those who don't know, Dwayne Dwyer used to work with Mick Strider, was responsible for a lot of the design elements, which is why that looks very similar. He's also got the CMB Predator V3. And is that a Vanguard's knife or a Poikilo? I think it's Vanguard. Gizmalian, help me out. Is that a Vanguard? I'm going to miss on this one up here, but I know that that's a BB&M and that is a CMB Predator. All right. TC Blades. Ooh, TC Blades. He's got one of my favorite knives. It's one of my favorite knives because I modified it. That used to be my Manix 2 in DLC with the Metin Boss Alien Anno scales, titanium, with the titanium lanyard hole plug, titanium screw set. You can't see it, but there's also a titanium pocket clip on the other side. Very nice. Not sure which Kubi this is. I fell out of touch with a lot of brands recently, guys. I'm sorry. I know that this one is a PMP. Which PMP is it? All right. PMP Midgards Messer Anubis, Manix 2, and the KB Knives Socius. Okay. Thank you for throwing me a bone because a lot of people will just sit there and let me struggle. I need your help, okay, guys? I look at knives all the time. There's only so much space in here. I see something new, something old has to go. Very nice. Thanks for sharing. Grateful Dong, he's got the Kubi Silo. Love it, man. I still have mine. I like it a lot. Greg McCutcheon, he's got the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 with some custom scales. Look at that. That's really cool. I like those scales. Where are those from? Are they titanium or are they aluminum? Nice shot too, Greg. Doc Duck, he's got a Sage 6 in. Yeah, that's the S90V, baby. That's the one to get. And I'm going to rant a little bit, just so you guys know. I'm going to rant a little bit. It bothers me. It bothers me how many people complain about the price of the S90V carbon fiber Sage 6. It really does. It bothers me because they look at it and they're like, it's too expensive. It's like I get it. $300 is expensive. And that could just be a lot of money for the random person who doesn't usually spend that much on knives. Totally get it. But made in Taiwan knives with the boutique steels, like I'm not talking S30V or S35V, and I'm talking boutique steels. Like S90V is not, it's not, S90V is not like the cheapest steel to make your knife in, right? I'm talking like S90V and carbon fiber. You look up any Spyderco ever sold with that material combination with any kind of specialty lock at all, and that's the price range, $300. It's not uncommon for knives made with that material composition in Taiwan for Spyderco to be even more expensive. But the Sage 6 is released in S90V and carbon fiber, and people have lost their damn minds. It's too expensive. Listen, I also want knives to be less expensive, but it's not absurd for that knife to be priced that way based on how it was made and what it was made with. It's not absurd. It's not absurd. It's not absurd. You can get a Spyderco smock, also made in Taiwan, same locking system, in G10, or excuse me, aluminum and crewware. You know what those are going for? $265. Aluminum is less expensive than carbon fiber. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, you could say that it's too expensive for you. That's fine. But they followed the script. They followed their script. Their pricing is not out of line on the Sage 6. Would I like it if it was less expensive? Absolutely. But they didn't like put their hand in the cookie jar while it was like, they didn't put their wet hand in the cookie jar is all I'm saying. Like, it's not absurd for what they made. Especially considering that not that long ago, some people were defending the Spyderco Bodacious and G10 and S30V for, $280. The Bodacious price has come down. I'm not, like, obviously, I bought one. S90V, Spyderco's S90V is good. Full carbon fiber handle scales, not something we typically see a lot of Spyderco's in. All right, rant over. Brandon Wayne says Spyderco PM2 S45VN is in my pocket. Factory edge. It's dull. I want to reprofile it. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, man. Paramilitary 2 takes a great edge too. You put it on a sharpener, like they're not terribly hard to sharpen by hand because they have a nice, gentle, sweeping edge. But also, you put it on something like a TS Prof or a Worksharp Precision Adjust or a Worksharp Precision Pro, it'll do you just fine. You get an amazing edge on that. Absolutely amazing. Ooh, Dazed coming in with some heat. He's got the Manix 2 lightweight in 15V with, I love that milling pattern. I call it the golf putter milling pattern. But those are original Goats scales. Love it. He's also got the Lynch Northwest deep carry pocket clip. Now, I want to be clear on something. Earlier, I said I don't see aluminum as an upgrade because usually I'm starting from G10. On the Manix 2 lightweight, there are, as far as I'm concerned or as far as I'm aware, no Manix 2 lightweight titanium scale replacements. As far as I'm aware. The lightweight scales are, what, FRN? FRN to aluminum is an upgrade. So I can totally see that. And Original Goat does some really good work on their aluminum, which is pretty cool too. Love that shot. Nice shot, man. Hey, shout out to Lee M, new channel member. Welcome in, Lee.
This is Sparta!
Thanks for joining. All right, I skipped a bunch in the chat. Hold on. Ground Fog says a good apple pie moonshine is dreamy. Yeah, I agree. When I was in college, I was working at a apartment complex in the college town that I went to school in. And I did not, I pulled the short straw. I ended up having to work the holiday for Christmas. So I ended up being stuck at the apartment complex that I worked at over Christmas. And the head of maintenance, super cool guy, he made me a jug of apple pie moonshine with he made it with Everclear. People that know the original recipe for apple pie, it's dangerous because you don't taste the alcohol until it's too late. Freaking made it with Everclear. I had a great holiday. Wasn't with my family, but it was a great holiday. Sorry, you mentioned apple pie. I had to mention that. Yeah, Jim, you're absolutely right. It is way too easy to overdrink that. If it's made the same way as the drink that I just described, 1 cup might be overdrinking that. Greg Vincent says, when I used to homebrew batches of my IPA, I would bottle them 53 bottles to a batch. It's crazy, man. Sounds awesome, though. Mountain Survival 1, what's up? He says, I run Gerber Prodigy. Nice, I've never tried that one. All right. Ian says, why knives to be less expensive? I want them to be priced proportional to their quality. I think that's fair. All right. Top Dog says, my Spyderco Native 5 S90V was $300 in 2024. I'm not shocked at all. I mean, honestly, if anything, the fact that you can get a Native 5 right now in 15V for like $200 is making it really hard for me to avoid it. I should just buy one. What's up? Level on up. Good to see you, man. Welcome in. Welcome into Be Shady. All right, guys. We're gonna get back to the pocket checks. David V coming in hot with the Quiet Carry Strand. Ooh, is that a hollow grind on there? Did we talk about this knife already? Did they do a hollow grind on the Strand? I could have swore they did. I've got to check. Quiet Carry. Hold the phone. Is it a hollow grind? We're just gonna. Yeah, it is a hollow grind. Hot damn, I do remember that. Stainless steel lock bar insert. Vanax super clean. $335. Also made in Taiwan. I'm just glad that I remembered that was actually a hollow grind. That's a good cutter. Very nice, man. Hey, we have the same grill, kind of. I also have a Weber grill. Mine's a different spirit, though. Sorry. I'm over here eyeballing the man's grill. We're talking about knives. Very nice. Let's go Rebel Rouser. He's got the Blackbird Grackle TPK exclusive Lake Champlain Barlow, Kubi Dust Devil, the SK EDC Knuckle Corrections Challenge Coin, and of course 50 Ways Hank. Very nice. Love it, man. That Grackle looks like it's good. I've only heard good things about the Grackle. Gonna have to get my hands on one. Be Devious with a 15V family. He's got the military 2. He's got the Native 5. He's got the Micro Jimbo. All the cutting edge you could need without the need to sharpen. I joke, I have 2 pair of 3s in 15V. Stock up on it, guys. If there's a knife you want in 15V, buy it, because once they're gone, they're gone. 15V is out of here. Ian says, David V about to convert me to Quiet Carry. Get your hands on a Quiet Carry 9. Ian, do it. Get your hands on a Quiet Carry 9. That'll convert you, I promise. Quiet Carry 9 is amazing. I have a feeling I'm missing something. Hold on. Yeah, man, I 100% agree. And you know what? That's why my next Steel Snobs episode that I keep talking about and I'm started to write for is going to be on CPM 15V. CPM 15V, especially Spyderco's using the Big Brown Bear, the Sean Houston Triple B heat treat. It's so freaking good. A lot of people don't understand why. They think that 15V and Big Brown Bear 15V is the same thing, but they are not the same thing. Night Rare, what's up, Night? Another channel mod in the house. He says, I would love to get a quiet carry. I wish they made a 9 for lefties. Do they do lefties at all? At all? The Shallows. Ooh. Distracted by a fixed blade, sorry. The 9. No lefties, of course. Of course. That's too bad. The Strand. L for lefty? Nope, L for large. Do they have a search button? All right. So they don't quite take care of the left-handed community. That's too bad. It really is too bad. B. Devious says, just purchased a Microtech ZBP single edge apocalyptic standard natural clear after you said Microtech won't be doing ZBP anymore. Code Barbarian, House of Blades. I didn't say they weren't going to be doing ZBP anymore. I said that they started making non-zero blade play ultratechs. And they're claiming that it's not in response to being sued by Hawk Knives. That's what they're claiming. However, I think that that's probably baloney. I think that Microtech understands that they could lose the lawsuit and are doubling down on making sure that they have ultratechs in stock without the ZBP if that happens. So, is this Microtech no longer making ZBP? No, they're still making them. The question is, for how long? I don't see Microtech backing off of ZBP and making other non-zero blade play OTFs if this wasn't the case, but that is my assumption. I could be completely wrong. Maybe Microtech was not full of it when they said that the regular community doesn't care about blade play. I don't buy it. But that is my opinion. Oh, okay. The Waypoint has a reversible clip. Very nice. They got one. Blue says, I prefer the LCT over the 9. Really? Oh, really? I don't know. The 9 was my first love with quiet carry. I keep looking over here in everyday carry, but the LCT is under ocean environments. Gosh, that's such a good looking knife with contoured scales. Love the knurled milling pattern on there too. I like how they did the deployment hole. I wish the price wasn't $380. I wish it wasn't $380. Like, I get it. I definitely get it. I wish that it wasn't $380. B Shady says Drift L is in the future. They have those in stock right now. Let's see. Drift L. There's been a big push from people in the community who say that they actually prefer the large drift over the LCT. I don't know. I like thumb studs, but not as much as deployment holes. Slab style handle scales are fine, but I do prefer contoured. These are $335 and in stock. Look at that. I'm going to make sure that I don't miss any pocket checks, guys. We're going to get back to this. 747 with Shaman Saturday, Spy 27 rock scale scales and lynch clip plus S45VN Smoky Mountain Knife Works Shaman with lynch clip. I actually really like the Blackwash micarta. Nice. Yeah, that's a good looking micarta. I like that too. I like that micarta a lot. I like the Shaman a lot. There's been a big push from the community as far as popularity with the Bodacious. Now, for me, I personally, I could see the appeal of having more cutting edge versus more forward grip. Personally, I prefer the Shaman just because I prefer having the ability to choke up further. I think that your grip determines a lot on a knife when you go to use it, especially if you need to do anything that requires any kind of extra control or definition cuts. Is that a thing? Anyways, the design nerd in me says that, you know, the Shaman and the Bodacious are the same knife with really one big difference, and that's going to be, do you want more cutting edge or do you want to choke up more on the blade? Love the Shaman. Absolutely love the Shaman. And you got two of them right there. Very nice. Let's go. Rainy's got the shit hits the fan carry. Here we go. Thank you, Rainy, for following along with the theme. The theme of tonight's show is shit hits the fan, what's in your pocket? Some people might actually interpret that as, well, what if you could prepare for this scenario, what would be in your pocket? Other people probably know that the answer to this question is, if shit hits the fan, the knife that's in your pocket is what you have in your pocket, right? That might not always be the best knife that you could think of to prepare for that, which is interesting. It's why I asked the question, what's in your pocket? Because it's not about whether or not you could plan for it. It's about what you're carrying regularly. And I thought about that earlier as I was carrying a Spyderco Para 3. If I could plan it out for a knife to have in my pocket if shit hit the fan, let me tell you something. The Para 3 would not be that knife. I'd probably go with something bigger, like that Cold Steel Mayhem she's got there. I mean, the tie lights are pretty cool too. I like the Microtech Trudon. Very nice. And you got a fixie on there too. But I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, like I could talk about, well, this knife would be great for this scenario. You know, like if, you know, you had to like bail out, if you had to get out, you know, life or death survival scenario. I mean, I love the Para 3. It's exceedingly useful. It's very easy to carry. Absolutely love this guy. I own two of them, three of them actually. But the irony is that if that was the eventuality, I would not choose it in that scenario. But it's what I would have because it's what I carry in my pocket the most. That's the irony. That's the irony. Plan all you want, but what's in your pocket is what's in your pocket when that moment comes. Very nice carry. Love the American flag in the background. Thank you for sharing. Ed's got the Bravo 1, the Kubi Bravo 1. Very nice. I'm trying to remember the name of the knife designer that designed that. I don't remember the knife designer. Bravo 1's pretty cool though. Jim's got the Manix 2 XL, Tempest Microburst, and Omizio Fixie. Very nice. Solid carry right there, Jim. Ed Durbin coming to the chat. He says, I traded my Plain Jane for the Tiger version. He also has a Bravo 1. Very nice. I dig it. Nice Hank, too. Fred the Lug, he's got the prototype I picked up yesterday at New York Custom Knife Show. Ooh. Prototype. What kind of camo carbon fiber is that? Which camo carbon fiber is that? Fred, don't leave me hanging. Carlos, he's got the Chris Reeve Inkosi Insingo blade. Very nice. Very nice, good sir, with the live in the background. Love it, man. Let's go, Louis. Louis's got a Manix 2 in 15V. It's Manix 2 lightweight with the applied weapons tech scales. Very nice. I dig it. He's also got the Ozark Trail Valor. Oh, man. The Ozark Trail Valor. Is that a... Wait, that's not a hollow grind, is it? Is that a hollow grind? Louis, is that a hollow grind? Oh, let me know. Warrior Guild, he's got the WE 601 and the Condor Mountaineer Mountaineer Trail Spur Wingman. What a mouthful. Yeah. That's a lot of name for such a little knife. Looks like a cool fixed blade though. Look at the edge bevel on that bad boy. That is a thick. I shouldn't say thick. It's a wide edge bevel. I like it. Good blade shape too. I like what they did with the handles. That's really cool. Is that paracord supposed to be removable in case of a survival situation? Or is it purely aesthetics? I don't know. Good looking Wii knife. Like it, man. I like it. What is that? I'm not familiar with that knife, but it looks cool. I like the compound grind there with the very deep hollow grind in the back. Very nice. Then he's got a Shiro in the background. At least I think that's a Shiro. Is that no, not a Shiro. Is it? No. I don't know. Ed Durbin, help me out. Belden, he's got a transparent knives 80-20.5. He's got the radial frag pattern on those handle skills. That's sick. Oh man. And that's got to be a transparent knives reblade if I've ever seen one. Damn, that looks good. I know Brian's work anywhere. It's got to be a transparent knives reblade. Does he actually mention it? He doesn't, but I'm positive that's what that is. Right? Transparent knives reblade? Watch, that's not going to be the case, and I'll have made a fool of myself. That's a good looking knife. Love the radial frag on there, on those handle skills too. That's awesome. Stephen Fletcher. Ooh, what has he got? He's got Spyderco Pokey and the Reich Cicada. Crazy knife. Crazy amounts of detail on that knife. And of course the Spyderco Pokey. I'm here for it. Love it, man. Eagle Scout with the Deca and the downdraft. Very nice. Craig Vincent, he's got the 8010 Tonto. He's got the Camillus Titanium. He's got a Kaiser, which I'm not familiar with, a 15V Manix 2 lightweight, the Talwar, and was this one? What was this one again? The Shilling Cutter on the far right. I'm not positive. Let's go. Ooh, someone's got a Manix 2 XL and S30V. Solid carry. Stonewall, he's got a Sage 6. Wait. That's the S30V version, right? Pretty sure that's the S30V version. And of course, a new style Spyderco Smock with the big pivot. I like it. Also a solid carry. Those two knives carry very well together. Let's go. JT, he's got the Mangana Steel Aurelia. Such a good knife. The Aurelia is such a good knife. Whenever anyone asks me, oh, is the Aurelia worth it? Yes. And I tried to get one on drop day, but so did everybody else. I was lucky enough to experience the prototype. Shout out to Sharif Manganas. Amazing knife. The Aurelia. And then that Kubi, it's one of the newer releases that people have been really liking lately, but I forget the name of it. The Kubi Pioneer, that's what it is. Thanks, JT. Jim Cox, he's got the TKL Agent 003 and the Vosti Raccoon. Ooh, with the carbon fiber scales? Who does the carbon fiber raccoon scales? Jim, where'd you get are those scales custom made or is that like an exclusive? Absolutely love the raccoon buoy. Huge fan of that blade shape. Huge fan. That's so cool. I gotta know, where did you get the scales, Jim? Southpaw, he's got is that a Tempest downdraft as well? I think it is. Yeah, Tempest downdraft. With the crazy camo carbon fiber scales. Guys, we're caught up with the pocket check. Hallelujah, past the ammunition. Back to the chat. Ron Crow says the Ozark Trail does have a slight hologram. What's up, Ron Crow? Good to see you. I feel like it's been a while. Bradford Mitchell says, yes, it is a got it. I knew I didn't miss on that. I would have felt really bad if I did. Transparent Knives does amazing work. One of these days, I'm going to get one of his reblades. Grateful Dongs also got a bestech Sin. Right? That's what it is. Sin with a Y. Pretty sure I'm remembering that correct. Very nice. Yeah, the Aurelia is an amazing knife. And Jim, you are 100% correct. I should have pre-ordered. The funds weren't there at the time. They just weren't. What I could have done is I probably could have asked Sharif if he could hold one back for me so I can make sure to buy one. But I didn't want to be that guy. There's something that's fun about being part of a drop and being there when it happens and seeing if you can get your hands on something. Like when you know the designer or you know the maker, you're in cahoots with the company, it kind of feels like cheating. Okay? And I wanted to be like everybody else. I wanted my order to show up on his fulfillment list. And then the site crashed like multiple times. And they were all gone. And then they were all gone. And then there were none. Yeah. Guys, let's see what's out there. There's been a lot of cool knives released recently. One of them, I'm kicking myself now because I did not get it and I had a chance, but I did not, and I should have. It's the Spartan Solder. I'm not sure how to say. I think it's Solder. They're gone now. You can do a pre-order on Knife Center, but they're gone now, baby. $310 gets you carbon fiber S35 VN. I mean, I could S35 VN, take it or leave it. The star of the show on here is this lock right here. It kind of reminds a lot of people of the Shark Lock. Kind of reminds people of the Super Lock from Snex. Kind of reminds me of the Ram Lock, just with a spine actuation instead of the side actuation. That's what it reminds me of. Now, there was some question when this knife originally came out of its country of origin, because originally they had this listed as made in the USA on DLT. That was DLT's mistake. No, they're actually made in Taiwan. I'm not mad at that. Carbon fiber, guys, moving over this. Carbon fiber, S35 VN. I think the pocket clip is titanium. Not entirely sure. I think it is, though. Specialty lock, 310. I mean, I'll get my hands on one when they restock. They will restock. Guarantee it. But these are sold out pretty much everywhere. Like, for example, if I go to Blade HQ, one of the most well-known retailers, Spartan Solder. Oh, nope, they don't have it. Go figure. What about Smoky Mountain Knife Works? I am kicking myself. I should have bought it. Like, I was on the precipice and then I didn't. Stop it with the pop-ups. Come on. Spartan Solder. Not a tostada. I swear I've seen these. I know they're on Knife Center. You can pre-order them on Knife Center. Here's the funny thing. If you do a Google search and you click on it, nothing. You can't even find it on the Spartan Blades website. Crazy town. And no, none of the links work for Spartan. That doesn't work. This one works, but it doesn't take you to the knife. Anyways. Hey, Carlos, thank you. Says, I want your channel to grow big. However, I'm afraid you won't be able to do pocket checks anymore. Whole live streams. Maybe that would be a fun thing to do. Just a live stream dedicated to pocket checking people, right? We can do that. I don't know, guys. Like, I am nearing 13,000 subscribers. As far as subscribers are concerned, that's not a huge number. There's plenty of channels that dwarf that. But something I always talk about is subscribership is not everything. It's all about viewership. It's all about interaction, you know. And honestly, if I get to a point where I can't enjoy doing the channel the way that I want to, that might be the point in time that I make my exit. I spend so much time doing this channel that if I ever get to a point where I feel like it's a job and not something I do because I enjoy it, that might be a point in time where I have to really take a good look at what I'm doing and decide from there if I want to keep doing it. So I'll put it to you like that. That said, there's no reason why I couldn't look at one of the more popular channels, Bestech EDC. Bestech EDC has been pocket checking people for years, and his channel is way like Taylor Martin's channel dwarfs this one. He's been pocket checking fools for years. So where there's a will, there's a way. We'll make it happen. Carlos, thank you so much for all the support, man. Blade Shooter says, psyched, I won 2 knives on MC's live stream last night, 432 value. There you go. There you go. I have entered all of them, and I have never won once. Not a single time have I ever won a giveaway on Metal Complex's channel or on any channel for that matter. All right. Welcome into Guy Theron. Is it Guy Theron or Githrin? I feel like I'm gonna get that wrong. Good to see you, man. And I think you're absolutely right. The majority of cost is labor. The cost of production is more than just the cost of materials. Cost of materials does play a role. Cost of production also plays a role, and definitely a bigger one. That said, sometimes the materials also increase the cost of production. For example, when Spyderco came out with the Sage 5 in Rex 121, that is a steel which is very, very much, it affects the cost of production because there is more wear and tear on the equipment that is used to mill it and to sharpen it, etc. Lots and lots of wear and tear. I'll just say that. Jim says, Bees and Big Red EDC always do pocket checks. Nice. I'll be honest, I have not watched Big Red's channel. I know Big Red. I have not watched his channel, so I did not know that. I have watched B's channel, though. I didn't know he did pocket checks. I might have to get up to date on that. Why doesn't Roll want a free sharpener? I've already got a sharpener. I'm happy with my TS Prof. And you know what? Hold on. More TS Prof content on the way, guys. That's right. I'm excited. I've got a reason to do more non-knife review type videos that I'm really excited about. Love to do more knife sharpening videos. Says, yeah, do a pocket check show. You know, I'd have to change it up a little bit to do that. I'd probably have it kind of set up the way that Bestech EDC used to do it, where you create a hashtag in Instagram and then you have everyone post to Instagram with that hashtag, and then their pocket check could get featured. Bradford Mitchell says, by the way, you should have bought one of those Spartan Plague Doctor knives I DM'd you on Discord for your birthday. It just wasn't going to happen on the birthday, man. It just wasn't going to happen on the birthday. I did buy a birthday knife, just not a Plague Doctor. It's still on my list, though. I wouldn't mind one of the... Ooh. Check this out. It was... Which one was it? It was the... Is it the Black Plague? I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. The Black Plague Plague Doctor? Ooh. I like that. If I get one of these, I have to send it to Transparent Knives to do a regrind. I have to. I've already reviewed the Spartan Harsey. But I would love to have a plague doctor, especially the black plague. The black plague looks sick. With a transparent knives regrind. That would be absolutely bananas. The black plagues look amazing. And this one is the full size one. $550. The other one, Plague Doctor. And they've had this in stock for a while. They have. This one's an S45 VN. No, I'm sorry, MagnaCut. This one's in MagnaCut. They had one in S45 VN. The original Plague Doctor is an amazing, like, I would be happy with this. I'd be happy with the Black Plague. Super cool. Super cool. Spartan does amazing work on their finishes, their handle finishes, their anno work. It's all top notch. Very detailed. Love it. Like, especially when it comes to like the professional stressing and fading on those scales. Yeah. It's still on my list. But I know if I get one, I'm going to have to get a regrind on that blade too. I want better cutting geometry. But I would be happy with both of those. And of course, they have both of them in stock. Gosh, that's a hard decision. Black Plague or OG Plague Doctor? I don't know. Ian says, I want Roll to come to Atlanta 26 and personally pocket check me. Oh, you can't threaten me with a good time. Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. Ian says, Transparent Knives isn't the only person that does regrinds. No, but I really like his work. I really like his work. You're absolutely right. He's not the only one that does regrinds. What's up, Drink Water? Welcome in. Sever7, what's up, dude? He says Black Plague is the OG. Is it? Is it the OG? I could have sworn the original Plague Doctor finish was this one. Could have swore this was the original Plague Doctor design. Hold on. I'm going to fact check this. I have to. Spartan Blades Plague Doctor. First release. Come on, Google. Don't let me down. Spartan Blades Plague Doctor Special Edition was first released in 2020, obviously, during COVID, with various subsequent versions and sizes, such as the original 4-inch blade, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. That is crazy, actually. Published by Dexter Ewing on October 27th, 2020. That's a special edition Plague Doctor. With the white pivot. Dude, that's sick. Man, that is cool. I could have swore the bluish green was the original though. All right, let's see. Can I find an old Facebook posts? Yeah, there it is. There it is. the first plague doctor. Yeah. There we go. That was the first plague doctor. All right. That was going to... So, just to clarify, you're not wrong that this is not the original. Because this is way more green. Does not have the silver pivot. So this is definitely a modified version of that. It's still cool. Still like it. Rob's Dirty Knives. What's up, Rob? Good to see you, man. All right. Trying to make sure I'm not missing something here. Hey, C. Kobe with the 5 gifted memberships. C. Kobe! Thanks, man. Thank you so much for all the support. I definitely appreciate it. And congrats to the new channel members. Man, I missed a lot, guys. I'm sorry. I was over here looking and the chat jumped. So I'm going to go back up and get to the anniversaries. Here we go. Drinkwater, channel member for 11 months. And again, thank you to C. Kobe for the 5 gifted members. And congrats to Level On Up, Funkadelic, and YouTube Music Portal, as well as Help with Gadgets and Ken Faulkner. Congrats, guys. What's up, Madman? He says, my shit hits the fan folder is an off-grid Mamba V3. Ooh, there you go. If I could plan for that moment, I would probably go with something like an AD10. Just saying. I'd probably go with something with an Atlas lock, something which is basically a folding fixed blade. I'd probably go with something like an AD10. Personally. All right. Sever7 says, I mean, the actual plague was called the Black Plague. I see what you mean. That makes sense. I thought you were saying that the Black Plague Doctor that was called the Black Plague was the OG. My mistake. Drinkwater says, I picked up an S45 VN Sale Harsey from Northwest Knives. There you go. How much did you get it for? What was the deal? How much did you save is probably a better question. Bluetooth Blade says, would love to have the Magna Cut with a hollow grind. Yeah, it's got to get the regrind, man. All right, let's see. Do they have any fun drops coming up? The bark, that is some crazy micarta. DLT always does this. What is up with DLT catfishing their photos? They're like, ooh, look at this crazy micarta handles. And we're not actually going to be selling that version. That's cool, though. That is cool. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I know, fixed blades aren't everyone's jam. That is cool. $382. USA made, of course. Of course. Bark River for you. Where's the one with the crazy rainbow micarta? There it is. I was going to say, don't catfish me. I don't know why. That is pretty cool. Is that like Mexican blanket micarta? Handmade in the Escanaba, Michigan. What is that micarta? I'm so confused. It's going to throw me off. All right, back to the drops. What else? Bark River, Huron River. Okay, the actual drops are right here. Vero Engineering. Ooh, Wraith V4 with the Tanso. And the Herman Custom Knives and Pens. Okay, guys. I really hope that they don't have a pen that I actually like, because last time they did, I passed, and I wish that I hadn't. Herman Epica pen, $289. All right. Let me see, what else do they got? Wow, they want $400 for that pen. That's crazy. I get it. All of Herman's stuff is expensive. They got the bee. They got the dragonfly. Oh, wait. It's this stuff that's dropping. Okay. Okay. There you go. The blue pen, $259. Says, I would go with an 80-10 in 3V with titanium scales and soon to be lynch clip. Nice. Yeah, 80-10 all the way. Absolutely. 80-10 would be an amazing knife for that. Lone Star Cowboy, what's up, man? He says, the sub 5-inch tactical fingernail cleaners, not going to cut it in the apocalypse. I have a feeling you're right. Rob says, Rollshambo, about a custom knife factory full DLC Sakosha on sale for $205 off original price. Damn, that's a good deal. It's a really deal. All right, hang on. I'm scrolling up, guys. I'm trying to make sure I did not. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Nick Six says, how's the Oz treating you? I'm assuming you're talking to me. Sometimes you guys have conversations